here, and we're going to do another layout using the January 2025 kits. I'm loving the pinks and the purples of this kit. Those are my favorite colors. I am a very girly type pattern and color lover, so I've really been enjoying these kits. So today I'm going to be using the Basic Shapes die set, and this die set works with the Pocket Life cards. So if you haven't checked out the Pocket Life kit, it's usually a set of 6x8 papers that can be cut apart, and they also can be cut apart into journaling cards. And anything I missed? Oh, it comes with a stamp if you decide to order it with a stamp, but it also has a matching basic shape die set to go with the Pocket Life cards. So just head over to the hipkitclub.net website if you haven't checked those out yet. So I wanted those to be the base of my layout today, so you're just seeing me get all the shapes ready in my cutting machine. I have the mini one. It's really easy, really simple. Anytime I get to use my mini one and not pull out my big boy, I'm happy about that. So I'm just getting all the die sets adhered. I'm using washi tape to adhere them to the paper to make sure they don't move, especially since I'm cutting out a specific design with the die cuts, and it pretty much did the job. So I'm just taking my time and seeing what I want to cut. It has different sizes, different size circles, squares. It has the tag shapes, the flag shapes. It's a lot to choose from. So once I got those pieces done, I was like, hey, I should cut a tag and another tiny frame from another pattern paper just so I can have an extra one. So that's what you see me getting done now. And I tried to cut it down. I'm sorry if this video feels like it's jumping from one thing to the other, but it took me a minute to get everything done. So I tried to shorten the video as much as I can. I know sometimes it's easier to watch faster, or should I say, what am I trying to say? It's easier to watch shorter YouTube videos. I know a lot of us are on the go and we try to squeeze in our hobby. So I just wanted to cut it down and get it set for you. And it's taking me time to get out the idea I have in my head. So I'm just playing around with the pieces that I cut with the die set, and I'm also using the vellum shapes. So if you see me, I'm kind of playing musical chairs. Musical die cuts on my page here. And for my page, I used the back of the basic cardstock. If you don't know, it's a set of cardstock colors that coordinate with the kit each month. It's a separate kit. So that's what I have. A lot of times I love using the pink ones or the orange ones. The back part pattern of it, I like using that for my layout. So that's what I'm doing today. And like I said, I'm playing musical chairs, trying to see what fits where. I got 2 vellum pieces working for me now. I adhered 1 vellum piece to the back of my page, and I really love this orange frame. I was going to use it in my last layout, but I ended up saving it. So I'm happy I got a chance to use it today. And so I have a large cluster, but I was trying to make it work. So I'm just putting my florals around, seeing what where, and I wanted everything layered together. So it can take time to get things set on our page how we see it in our head. So that's what I'm just doing. I love the florals. I love the little separate orange shaped leaves, like with no white edges on them. They're really pretty. So of course I got those set in my little floral bush bouquet, whatever we want to call it. So I'm just getting those around the top left of my page, and I'm doing the top left so I can have an empty spot on the bottom where I can put my logo where I can put my title, and just get that squared away. I really like using these vellum die cuts. They can be easily adhered with double-sided tape or tape runner, and you won't be able to see any adhesive through it usually. So that's how I get my adhesive for my vellum. Then I just use some tape runner, and that usually works. And I also have foam tape underneath my layers for depth, and just to be able to layer things like the tags and the flowers under the pictures. I usually almost always use foam tape, double-sided foam tape. And so this is where I remember, like, hey, we have those lovely envelopes, because I have been loving the envelopes. I grabbed the envelope that I was going to use for my first layout, but didn't end up using it. So now I have it already adhered together. I probably should have added a little more glue just to get it tight because it did come open. I didn't glue it good enough. I'm working on my foam title. I will probably use the foam titles as much as I can just because it makes figuring out the title easy. And I love that the little shine word here had the rest of the phrase in a smaller orange, longer oval color. So I put that little sticker. The big foam letter say shine and the little smaller one says from within. So I love that, and I have a lot of orange going on, so that's fun. Now I'm just making sure I am looking through my embellishments and getting everything that I can that I can play with, or maybe embellish and add to the layout now that it's finally taken form. And I really love it so much. I love the orange, and I love how everything is popping off of that orange, the back of the orange cardstock paper. So I'm really happy with that. Of course, I love butterflies. If you give me butterflies in a kit, I'm probably going to use it for every single project. I promise you I will. And I was trying to get these washi strips on my page some way, somehow, and I just actually end up tearing the long strip. The washi sheet is really pretty. There's a lot of designs on that one strip, or that one 6x12 set. I believe it's 6-7 different strips, and I just take one and I let them flow from each side of my paper. One from each side of my cluster, one from the bottom right and one from the bottom top. And I'm just getting my little glitter enamel dots. It's a lot to choose from. It's stars, circles, and hearts. And I love adding those drops of color. I usually make sure I get enough color in by using splatters, paint splatters, and foam dots, not foam dots, enamel dots, any little thing that allows me to sprinkle color around the page. So I love putting those to use. Now I just wanted to add a little more because under my large cluster, it felt like I didn't have anything going on at the bottom of my page. So I said, hey, let me just add a strip of another paper that was a little more busier, since the pattern on the back of this cardstock, it's like a graph, not fully a graph, but like a fun, uneven graph design. So the floral design had more going on, and I love just putting that under the bottom of the page. I just ripped my 12x12 paper, and I didn't obsess over it. I just ripped it and adhered it. And once I got one at the bottom, I said, hey, I should put one at the top so it could have balance. So just me doing extra and being extra. But hey, that's how I have fun. That's how I create. And of course, like I said, I love adding splatters. So from the color kit, there was some Lindy Gang's magical powders. I want to say Blue Hawaiian was the name. I'm sorry if I'm saying the wrong name, but yes. So thank you for following along with me today. This layout was so fun to make. Remember to stop by hipkitclub.net to see everything we have. We have great things that come along with being a subscriber, and also check the details of this video to catch our discount code for 10% off. Thank you so much for following along with me today, Desiree, and I hope you have a crafty day. Bye.